Hey there! Are you ready to get good with Goodnotes?
Heck yes.
Well, in this video, you're going to learn how to use your digital reading journal with the Goodnotes app. This tutorial will cover the basics of Goodnotes 6, one of the most popular note-taking apps on the iPad, and we'll cover some tips for digital journaling. So whether you're a complete newbie or a little more advanced, there's plenty of new stuff to learn. Here are the tools and setup I'll be using for this tutorial. My iPad 10th generation, with the iPad OS 17 version, Goodnotes 6, the paid version, and a stylus I got off Amazon. Sorry, Apple. Now, learning something new might be fun and exciting, but I know it can also give us a tiny bit of anxiety. So to make it easier to follow along, I've broken down your learning outline today into 3 levels. Level 1 will cover the basics to set up and start using your reading journal on Goodnotes. Level 2, you're going to learn the key note-taking tools that you most commonly use. Level 3 will then apply what you've learned directly into the reading journal with these 4 tasks: writing a book review, creating a mini mood board, filling the bookshelf, and using stickers. And if you pass all 3 levels, you can go on to the bonus level, where you learn some simple tips to make your life better on Goodnotes. So are you ready? Then let's go. When you open the Goodnotes app on your iPad, you're going to be greeted by the home page. On the left, there's a side panel, and you can hide it by tapping on this icon. Tap on it again to bring it out. Use this side panel to view different sections on the main panel here. Let me briefly give you an overview of these sections. The Documents shows all the folders and documents you've created on Goodnotes. Favorites shows all the documents and pages you've favorited. Search allows you to search across all your documents, and this can be for handwritten notes, typed notes, or PDF text. Shared View shows documents you've shared with others or documents they've shared with you. And the Marketplace is where you can buy or freely download any additional templates and stickers directly from various creators on the Goodnotes platform. On the top right corner, you have the bell icon for all your notifications. And this is your settings, where you can edit your app settings amongst other things. Let's look in more detail at the main section you'll be using on Goodnotes, which is Documents. Here's where all your documents live and where you can create new ones. So when you tap on New, you can create various documents such as a notebook, like this. For students, you can create a study set, and you can create a folder like this to organize your documents. You can also add an image, scan a document in, or take a photo with the app. A quick note is a little bit different from a notebook because it's where you can start writing right away, and you don't have to choose a cover or a template in the beginning. Today, we're going to focus on import, because we'll use this to import a reading journal PDF to use it. Note that you'll need to have your reading journal PDF downloaded on your iPad first to import it. In my case, anything I download off the internet goes to my downloads folder on my iPad's Files app. But if you're using your iCloud Drive, you can check to see if your download isn't there. So I'll tap here to import my PDF, select the On My iPad tab, and tap on my Downloads folder, then I'll select the file I want and tap Open. And Goodnotes will instantly open up the reading journal where I can start writing and editing on the document. If I go back to the home page, you'll see that the reading journal has been added there in my document screen. You can tap on the down button next to it and rename the journal if you wish to. Okay, let's open up the reading journal by tapping it on the home page. Before we talk about hyperlinks, let me quickly explain these 3 icons up here. On Goodnotes, there are 3 main ways you can, take notes: handwriting, full page keyboard typing, and audio recording. You'll probably use the handwriting option most often or all the time, so we're going to focus on that. When you have the handwriting icon selected, this means you're in edit mode. And when you tap it again, you go into read-only mode. And you can use hyperlinks in both these modes. Let me show you how to use them in read-only mode. So we're on this mode, and you just simply tap on any hyperlink, and it goes directly to the relevant page. Now let's switch back to edit mode. This brings down the toolbar, and you'll see the top bar here turns blue. This tells us we're now in edit mode. In this mode, to use a hyperlink, we have to tap, hold, and release to bring out a pop-up menu. Then you tap Open Link to go to the linked page. You can use your finger or stylus to do so. But wait, here's the latest update. If you've updated Goodnotes 6 to the latest versions, anytime after September 2024, you can now use hyperlinks in edit mode by simply tapping on them with your finger. Not dragging on it, not pinching to zoom in or out, but tapping on it, like this. And it's just with your finger. You cannot do it with your stylus. Okay, so I've already imported my reading journal covers PDF onto Goodnotes, as you can see here. And if you recall, we learned how to import PDFs earlier in this video. So the steps are the same. Now I'm going to open this, swipe through the 5 journal covers, pick the one I want, then I'm going to tap on the 3 dots up in the right hand corner here. Then just copy page. So now I'm going to paste that page onto my reading journal, which is already open as you can see from the tab up here. So I can just tap on this to switch to my reading journal. But suppose it's not open already, so it won't show up as a tab up here, then all you have to do is go back to the home page by tapping on the home button at the top left and open the journal from there. Now on my reading journal, I'll go to the current cover page, tap on the add page icon up here. I can add the page before or after. I'm just going to add this after and tap on paste page. So now you'll see we have a new cover added. But I don't want to have 2 cover pages in my journal, so I'm going to delete the old one. Tap on the 3 dots and select Move Page to Trash. Then tap on Trash to confirm. So that's how you change your cover. And as you can see from the home page, the change is updated there as well. With a reading journal like this, you might want to add pages to it from time to time, and you can use an existing page template to do so. For example, in the tracker section of your journal, you have pages like these, which are templates, ready-made page designs you can use over and over to make new pages look the same. So as an example, 1 TBR page may not be enough for you. So let's say you want to add more of these TBR pages to your journal. Go to Add Page, select Add Page After, then you'll want to select Current Template, which refers to the page you're currently on. Don't let this image here confuse you. So I'll tap it, and just like that, you've added a second TBR page. You can add a third, a fourth, and so on, and keep doing this with any of the other pages as well. Here's another way you can add a page by using copy and paste. In this example, I'm in the notes section, and I'm going to copy this lined note page. So I'll go to the 3 dots, tap copy page, and once that's copied, now I can paste this page to any part of the journal. Tap on the thumbnail icon up here, and this gives me a view of the entire document. Then I'll just scroll to the page where I want to paste it. Tap on this down arrow below it. I can add a page before or after. Then I'll tap on Paste Page. So you can use this method when you want to add a page template to any part of the journal. If you want to delete any extra pages, then just tap on the 3 dots and select Move Page to Trash, and tap Trash to confirm. Now, I don't recommend deleting any of the original pages aside from the journal cover, because if you delete a page connected to a hyperlink, then the hyperlink won't go anywhere anymore. But rest assured, the other hyperlinks not connected to the deleted page still work. But if you accidentally delete a page, the good news is you can recover it. On your home page, tap on the settings icon, go to your trash. Here you'll find all the pages and documents you've deleted. So select what you want to recover with the little arrow here and tap on Recover. How are we doing? You good so far? Well, you've made it to level 2. Now is the fun part. We're going to learn all the key note-taking tools you love to use in your reading journal, so you can express all your thoughts, feelings, and creativity. This is the toolbar when you're on edit mode with the handwriting option selected. Today, I'm going to introduce the tools you most commonly use. This includes the pen tool, eraser, highlighter, tape, shapes, lasso, elements, images, and text. Now just FYI, these other 3 tools are the zoom window tool, ruler, and the laser pointer. In my opinion, they are less commonly used with your reading journal, so I won't be covering it for now. To select a tool, simply tap on it to start using it, and a light blue circle highlights it to show it's selected. Let's select the pen tool on the toolbar. When you tap on it again, you can choose the pen style you want to go for. There are 3 styles: fountain, ball, and brush. For the fountain pen, you can customize the appearance of it by adjusting the tip sharpness, pressure sensitivity, and tip flatness. You can play around with these to get the adjustments just right for you, and this is how the fountain pen looks in writing. For the ball pen, you don't have to make any adjustments, and it's my go-to pen for everyday note-taking because it gives a pretty consistent look. Lastly, the brush pen is more for artistic sketches and drawing. You can adjust the pressure sensitivity, and this is how it looks. Now, looking up here is where you can change the type of pen stroke. Tap on it once to select and use this stroke. Tap on it again to change the settings. There are solid, dashed, and dotted strokes. You can also adjust the pen thickness from 0.1 to 2 millimeters. And you have 3 slots for your pen stroke, for easy access to the settings you use most often. To choose the color of your pen, go to the color slots up here and tap on one to use the color. You can change the color by tapping on it again. Now you can choose a color from the custom grid, wheel, or add your own hex code. And there's also the eyedropper to help you to pick any color from your screen so you can use it to match colors exactly. For instance, let me try this with the blue color up here. And you can see it's picked up the blue that matches the bar. You can also create color presets. This gives you quick access to your favorite colors. Add as many colors into your presets by tapping here and picking your color. Then add to preset. And if you change your mind and want to remove a color preset, then tap Edit, select the color, and remove color. You can organize your colors here too by dragging them around. If you wish to add more color slots in the toolbar, just tap on this icon here and select the color. Finally, if you want to change certain pen settings, you can do so here. And I want to highlight this draw and hold feature, which you can toggle on or off. It's pretty cool when it's on because it helps you to draw straight lines and shapes when you hold down your pen at the end. The eraser helps you to erase your handwriting, highlights, tape, and shapes you've drawn. You have 3 sizes to choose from: small, medium, and large. And there are 3 types of erasers: the precision, standard, and stroke. The precision eraser helps you to erase smaller details. It's good for tidying up flaws when you're writing or drawing. The standard eraser is less precise, but helps you to erase in chunks. And the stroke eraser erases entire strokes by touching them once. If you toggle on Erase Highlighter Only, it'll do just that. Similarly, you can toggle on Erase Tape Only, and you can clear the entire page in just one tap. You can use the highlighter tool to highlight handwriting or text to make things stand out. Just like the pen tool, there are 3 slots up here, where you can select and adjust the thickness of your highlighter. And there are color slots to choose or change your colors, and create presets. When you toggle on Draw in a Straight Line, it automatically straightens the line when you draw one. You don't have to hold the highlighter down at the end. When you toggle off, it follows the natural shape of your drawing. The tape tool is a pretty new feature. Students usually use this as a study aid to help them memorize notes. But if you're not a student, you can use it too. For instance, as a label. Or maybe even for aesthetic purposes, like making your own washi tapes. Once again, you have 3 slots up here to select and set your tape thickness. And your color slots are here as well. Like the highlighter, the tape tool also has the Draw in a Straight Line feature, which you can toggle on or off. You can also use the Shape tool to draw perfect shapes even if you're not Picasso. Simply draw the outline of the shape you want and it'll snap to a perfect line, curve, square, rectangle, triangle, oval, circle. Edit the shape by tapping on it and then adjusting the points. And you can also move it around the page. By tapping on the Shape tool icon when it's selected, you can toggle on Fill Color in the advanced options, and this fills the shape with a transparent color. Before drawing the shape, you can select the line stroke and color the shape in the toolbar up here. These also double up as your pen tool slots. When you tap on the images icon, you can access your iPad's camera to take a photo and add it to the page by tapping on this camera icon. You'll also see a display of your most recent images in your iPad's Photos app here. If you don't see it, you'll have to give Goodnotes access to your photos in your iPad's settings. You can tap on any of these photos to insert the image into the page. To access the rest of your photos, just tap anywhere on the page, then on the Photos or Albums tab, scroll through to find the image you want. By selecting Insert Image From, you can also insert images from other locations on your iPad where you might have saved them. I'm going to add an image from Photos here by tapping on it. When I tap on the image, you can move it around, and you can resize and rotate it by using the blue icon at the bottom of the image, or stretch out the image vertically or horizontally. And this is how you can crop an image. Tap on the image to select it, then tap again to bring out a pop-up menu. Select Crop. You can use the rectangle crop tool like this. Or you can also crop an image freehand like this. With the text tool selected, tap on the page to bring out the keyboard and start typing away. Let me just hide the keyboard like this to show that you can drag the text box around anywhere on the page to reposition it. For your font, you can select fonts from this drop-down list. You can adjust the font size, adjust the alignment, adjust the line spacing, and choose text color. There are several customization options for the text box. By tapping here and selecting a style from the presets, you can go to Advanced to change the background color. Add a border and choose a border color. You can add and adjust the rounded corners, add a shadow, and adjust the padding around your text. The Lasso tool is, in my opinion, the most useful one. With the Lasso, you can select a single object or a bunch of objects and then edit them in multiple ways. This is how we use it. You can select objects with Lasso freehand style or rectangular style. Then tap on your selection to bring up a menu for a range of actions, which includes changing colors, editing handwriting, resize, cut, copy, duplicate, delete, and there's more. Let's test some of these out, shall we? So we can change the color for the pen, highlighter, text, shape, and tape. For instance, this pen drawing, I'll lasso it and change the color. I can edit my handwriting like this. Pretty cool. I can also change the alignment and even convert it to text. You can also arrange objects by bringing them to the front or sending them to the back. The lasso is super useful when you want to pick up a bunch of different objects on the page, resize it, rotate it, and move it around. And you can take a screenshot of your lassoed selection to share or save it. You can also add the selection as an element. We'll cover elements in just a bit. One more thing. The Lasso tool has this cool feature where you can toggle on or off different objects. So this lets you pick up only the items you want. The Elements tool lets you save and reuse content across different documents. It helps you save time and effort when you need to use the same content in multiple places. When you tap on the Elements icon, you'll find some elements provided by Goodnotes. These elements are arranged in what's known as collections. So as you can see here, these collections include sticky notes, mind map shapes, back to school, text stamps, and everyday stickers. Tapping this blue icon brings out the most recent elements used. You can also find them in the toolbar up here. To use an element, just tap on it to insert it to the page, and you can edit them further if you wish to. Elements can be handwriting, drawings, shapes, images, text, or a combination of these. Here's how you can create an element. We'll bring out our old friend here, select the object or objects we want, then add them as an element. We can add it to an existing collection or add it as a new collection. Let's add it as a new one. Give it a title and hit create. Let's move up to level 3. It's time to practice what you've learned. Now you can use your skills from levels 1 and 2 on different types of documents on Goodnotes. But for today, we'll focus on using these skills in your reading journal. I'll go through 4 example tasks to show you how, so you can follow along with me. Alright, you made it to the bonus round. Here are 6 simple tips and tricks to sweeten your digital journaling experience. Tip 1. Fit to screen view. When you're viewing or reading journal in landscape, if you want the page to fit to the height of the screen and hide this toolbar, first make sure you're in read-only mode. Then tap anywhere on the page which is not a hyperlink, and it will fit to the height of the screen like so. And if you double tap on this again, then it will fit to the width of the screen. Double tap to go back to fit to height, and tapping once brings out the toolbar again. Tip 2. The undo and redo buttons. When you're creating notes, these buttons up here on the toolbar let you fix errors quickly. Undo erases your last action if you make a mistake. Redo brings back the last thing you undid if you change your mind. Also great for those moments where you accidentally erase a very long paragraph. Tip 3. Mini keyboard. If you're using the type tool and typing your notes with the keyboard, you'll see it takes up half the screen. So when you're typing long notes like this, you'll have to scroll up to see the rest of the notes because the keyboard kind of gets in the way. Now you can minimize the keyboard by doing a pinch gesture. This way you can see your notes in full as you're typing. Use the mini keyboard as a one-handed type, or you can also tap the keys with your stylus. At the bottom of the keyboard, you can drag it to move it around, pinch out, and it goes back to the original size. Tip 4. Neater handwriting with the zoom window. When I'm writing with the pen tool, I'll usually zoom in on the screen like this, and this seems to give me more control and focus, so I tend to write neater. Now you can also try writing more precisely with the zoom window. Tap on the zoom window tool and it opens up your zoom window here. Then drag this blue window to the part of the page you want to focus on so it shows up in the zoom window. You can magnify the zoom window like this or drag it back out to zoom out. So now regardless of where I am on the page, all the writing happens down here at the bottom of the iPad. And writing in this position can feel more comfortable to you. But you can also adjust this by moving the zoom window up and down to find your most comfortable writing position. And then you can simply start writing. Now you'll notice this blue box at the side that pops up as I'm writing. It'll do so once my writing crosses the middle of the zoom window. So what you'll do is continue writing here, so my zoom window automatically shifts right to the next part of the page, indicated by the shift in this blue window. So you can continue writing without shifting the blue window yourself. But if you find this blue box distracting, then you can always disable the feature. Tap on the three dots up here, tap Document Editing, then under Zoom Window, toggle off Auto Advance. So now when I'm writing, I'll just have to shift the window myself once I reach the end. I'll do so by tapping on the right arrow button here and continue writing from there. Tip 5. Convert handwriting to text with Scribble. Your iPad has a feature called Scribble, which helps you to automatically convert your handwriting to text if you're using a stylus. Go to your iPad settings, go to Apple Pencil, and then toggle on Scribble. So now when I'm using my text tool on Goodnotes, I'll simply write, and this converts my handwriting to text in the text box. Tip 6. Add web images with split view. If you want to quickly drag and drop web images into Goodnotes, you can make use of the iPad split view feature. First, go to your iPad settings and make sure that in the Multitasking and Gestures tab, Split View and Slide Over is selected. So now I can tap on these three dots at the top of the middle screen, tap Split View, and I can select to open any app on my screen here. For instance, I can pick my Photos app. But for web images, I can also drag and drop them directly. So I'll tap on Safari, search for an image. I'll add the image by holding down on it till it pops up, and dragging it over to Goodnotes. Congratulations, you completed all the levels, you crushed it. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up to let me know. If you have any ideas for future content, anything at all that you want to see, shout it out in the comments below. So together, we can make the Juice Club better. Thanks for watching, see you next video.